What is going on, everybody? What is up, y'all? Happy Sunday. Happy New Year. Go ahead and hop down in the comments and let me know that you guys can hear me clearly, okay? All right, please let me know that you guys can hear me. Okay, I have a new device. And y'all see I got the mic on, so I definitely want to make sure that you guys can hear me. So happy Sunday and happy New Year. Okay, we gotta get into this show. No, we gotta talk about it, right? I feel like the show wasn't giving outside of Shiloh and Phil, which was, I guess, whatever. How did you guys enjoy the episode? Let me know. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, Yolandria? What's up, not your friend? Sweet Jasmine. What's going on? Hey, Kay. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Visual Taste. What's up? What's up, T? Morning. I like the video on the way in, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year's blessings to everybody. Yes. Okay. What's up, Lindsay? Yes. Hey, everybody. What's up, Fedora? What's up, April? Come on through, sis. St. Louis here. Is that right? STL St. Louis, right? Here wanting you you and your listeners' comments. Okay. All right. This what's up. Ladies, what's up? Ladies, what's up? That situation was a little bit over the top. Okay, so we may see each other, y'all. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and just, do how I normally do my reviews. We're gonna start off from the top. And then we're gonna get into some things. Okay, we're gonna get down towards the bottom. All right. Now, so the ladies link up with nephew Tommy, and he lets them know that they have to introduce their favorite men to their family. Y'all, I'm tired of people meeting people. I don't know what's happening with this season, and I say it every time I get ready to do a review. Something is 1000% off. I don't understand it, but I'm tired of people meeting folks. I really want them to meet each other and choose people. You know what I'm saying? They meeting more folks than they is meeting each other and choosing up on each other. But anyway, so Sydney decides to go first, okay? She tells them about her experience and how fast, when it comes to her parents, she tells them about her experience and how fast everything has been, right? Phil is on his way to meet her mom as well as her stepdad because that's who she has there with her. Now, he says he's still making his decision. I guess because Frank is also another guy that's on the show that's still making his decision as well. So I guess it's okay or whatever. But the only issue I have with Phil in that moment was when he said Shiloh has already chosen him. And that kind of threw him off because he isn't there yet. And I'm kind of confused a bit. I'm like, why would it throw you off when she don't got no other options there? You're the person she's been giving all of her attention to and spending her time with. Like, she ain't got no other options. I'm sure if she did, you would have knew that. So for you to feel like, it kind of threw me off. I guess, I disagree with that, or I disagree with what him saying. With him saying it, talking about some it shouldn't have threw you off. It should have been expected at this point. What else happened? So when it comes to the questions, right? The mom comes straight out the gate. She want to know about his financials. She started asking him about the savings. I thought that was hilarious because I never really heard a financial question asked like that about somebody's savings. And so Cindy was like, Mama, you can't be out here asking people about their finances. Okay. And I'm kind of like, no, I feel like you can. You can, girl, just maybe not so soon. Okay. Maybe there was a way Mama could have went about doing it. So Mama said, oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to figure out your long-term goal. And I'm like, ma'am, long-term goal and his savings, I feel like those are two different, things. Okay. Now, the savings may be nudged inside of the long-term goals, girl, but you should have came out direct with that question. But anyway, Mama was ready to get down to business, right? So her mom tells Phil how she wants her daughter to be in a relationship with a good man. And because of what Sydney has been through in her past, this led her to cry. Okay. What else? Her mom says that at the end of the day, if my daughter is happy, then I'm going to be happy. But if you're a player, then don't mess with my daughter. Okay, figure out your life and go somewhere else. And I kind of felt like Phil, I don't know if you need to mess with her daughter, because I do think that you come off with that player energy ever since you had to sit down with all those other ladies. He sat down with all these ladies and he went out to eat and met their friends. And when I think about it, wait a minute, y'all. We have been meeting people for about a month now. Okay. And I just feel like it's a whole lot. Right? It's a lot. So I'm tired of them over here meeting people. I feel like we ain't get that much meet up. I mean, like, did y'all have to have them meet people? Because I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know what the hell is going on with this episode. But I could not be the only person that's missing up here thinking it's like it's a whole lot of meeting outside of folks all in like, okay. Anyway, let's keep going. So what else? Her mom says that she does like his face though. She says, I like his face and she feels good about him. And basically that was because he's a person that can maintain his calmness, instead of getting flustered when, things get a little razzle bedazzle, unlike Miss Sydney. So I think she liked the fact that he was like the opposite of her. What else? Yeah, I think that was really all that happened with Sydney's family. He pulled her outside when he got ready to leave, kissed on her. Oh, I ain't mentioned he brought flowers to both of them and gave the daddy some. And I said, okay, that was a good look though, in comparison to Dante, who didn't do none of that. He just brought the mama some. Here you go. But when it came to Sydney and him coming outside, Sydney had like a little girl a little bit. I don't know, that little interaction with her and Frank by the elevator and her not wanting to look at his face, but wanting him to be all up on her. Anyway, let's go ahead and read some of these comments. The connections are not solid enough to be needing parents. That's seeing too much. Okay, maybe that's what is given to me, Kay. Because something is off and I'm just confused as to why is it we're meeting so many people every week, but I'm not really seeing real strong connections like at all. And I feel like if I had to choose a strong connection, which probably ain't even as strong, but I would probably say Dante and Aisha, because they're the only ones that really seem like they into each other. Not that the connection is strong for real, it's just that they into each other. Sydney is the fun girl that Phil and Frank want to keep around. So she acts like a child. Maybe that's what I don't like about her. Okay, gotcha. I tried to pull a Jason move with the fly. Oh, he tried. That's funny. I thought about that with the flowers, because he gave the mama the white flowers. I definitely thought about Jason for sure. This season was more underwhelming. They could have kept it. They could have. I hope they're not filming in DC again. I'm sorry to my DC subscribers, honey, because it's not giving. Y'all may have to go out there and talk to production, because it's not looking good. My prediction, the Brown Girl Squad, including Shiloh, will skip the reunion. It won't be good to them. That would suck. I would hope nobody would skip the reunion. I feel like the only times people have skipped the reunion was when Alex, I think Alex was in a hospital at one point. Joy's sister passed away, and maybe somebody else ended up having C-19. So hopefully they have no reason. They need to come and sit in this and explain yourself. I don't see Sydney and Phil being a match, to be honest. Do you see Yolandria? Do you see her with Frank, or do you not see her with neither one? This season was just thrown together. They need to go back to the drawing board and maybe go in a different direction, because no one on this show seems like they are ready to love. Correct. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. If they're not having psych evaluations prior to doing the show, they need to. Y'all keep saying these people need some psych evaluations. Hopefully the reunion will help put together the missing parts we didn't see. Oh, I would love that, Imani. I would love that if the reunion did put together a lot of missing parts. A lot of missing parts. That would be good. Sydney and Phil give lust galore. I can see that. I think I've said that too. For sure. I stopped watching the show and thought it was over with. I'm just here for your review. So thanks so much for watching, Candace. I appreciate that. That was Sydney's sister. I thought she was Sydney's bestie. Yeah, that was her sister. That was her sister. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's talk about Aisha, right? Aisha and Dante. So meanwhile, while Phil is over there meeting up with Sydney and her people. You got Dante over here getting ready to meet up with Alicia's mom and her brother. So when he gets there, of course, he get a mom and the flowers, go over there, greet his girl. Now, before he can warm his on that seat, the brother came out right out the gate because he needs to know about these 3 babies and these 3 women. Has to know. I ain't fought the brother either. I was like, go on, get to the nitty gritty, honey. Let's go ahead and get it out the way. You might want to go and get the hard stuff out the way first, right? So there's that. So what was this wasn't really interesting, but I think she said she hasn't brought anybody around for real since she's been married. She was married to her husband for like 12 years. So we understand all of that. Dante, hold on, let me go down. Okay, so when the brother asked about Dante's baby mamas and the children and stuff, this is when we learned that the relationships are good. It's nothing between them. They not, you know, kicking it or anything like that. It's straight platonic. But 2 of the ladies already have a marriage going on. So they done moved on with their life and raising his children and stuff. So they're fine. But it's one of them that's not married yet, but she may be in a relationship. She's not married yet. But you know, either way, they ain't got no overlap or nothing going on. So he says that they don't have to worry about any crazy baby mama stuff. But I feel like a little bit of me feel like Aisha crazy within herself. She probably ain't show it to us all the way, but I feel like Aisha crazy. So if they want to get crazy, she probably gonna get crazy right back with them, honey. But let's keep going. Okay. Now her mom asked, when it comes to relationships, you know, it's either a season or reason or a lifetime. Which one would you consider? Y'all, like, where would you fall in this category? And he says that he think it would be a lifetime. And the mama said, oh, honey, you don't think it's moving too soon? And I'm like, well, why would you ask him that question? If you feel like he could be asking that or moving too soon with saying lifetime, why is you even asking him that question? Okay, so then he says no, he feel like you should just move with, you know, your feelings. Okay, whatever feels right to you, go with that. So that's what it is he's trying to do. So her brother at the end of the day and her mom, they both really like Dante. Her brother says that he thinks that he's a genuine person. So yeah, for the most part, they do like Dante. And that's interesting to see that they like Dante, because I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I immediately judged Dante based on the baby mamas and stuff, you know, and how he did my girl Carrie. Okay. And how he did my girl Carrie, because I feel like Carrie was on the heavier side than the other ladies, right? So I felt the way about Dante from that. And then he probably over here acting like he got a coin when you over here doing, you know, personal training. That don't always pay all the time. Okay, it depends. But anyway, so I kind of felt the way about Dante. But to hear Zadia say and Aisha say the same thing about him being a genuine person and whatever else they've said, and then the family feeling like they see that too, it's like, okay, maybe he's not that bad of a guy. Maybe he has grown a lot, like his best friend said. I think what went wrong with this show is they need to be in a house together, because we missing a lot of behind the scenes. Side note, Rose, you did that in the movie. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know what? It could be, because when they went to go to the cabin or wherever they went, I feel like they was only there for a day, like 24 hours, then they came back. Maybe they do need to be in a house together or not. I don't know. Whatever formula they use for the first 2 seasons, they need to go back to whatever that formula is. And I don't know if they tried this formula and maybe it was just the cast members that wasn't really gelling. I don't know. But also I think the production had a lot to do with it too, because they don't like to put in the missing pieces, but then they like to drop clips on their YouTube channel for us to go and check out. And a lot of people not going to go and watch that. There are some that will, and there are a lot that won't. So we be sitting up here looking confused. These parents' family meetups were surface level and not beneficial. Wasn't giving anything of substance. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because I'm sitting up here like, why are we watching these people answer 1, maybe 2 questions and then get up from the table and leave? If that's what y'all feel y'all gonna show us, then what was the point in showing it to us? And what was the point of them even meeting up with these people? For what? And also, I feel like these people don't even know them 100% themselves. The cast members, the people that are dating, they don't know who they're dating enough for them to even bring them to the family to be like, hey, look, you know. And you've heard Sabrina say, I think, was it Sabrina or somebody else or someone else, or was it Sydney? Somebody said something about how quick the process was. I think it was Sydney, talking about how all of this is moving so fast. And maybe all of them have said it. So it's like, with y'all understanding that, why are y'all bringing y'all families, having these people bring their families into this madness? Why is Aisha family coming from New York down to DMV just to meet somebody that may not go absolutely anywhere? Like, why are y'all wasting these people's time like this? But anyway, let's keep going. Let me see what else you guys are saying. I think they're contracted to attend the reunion unless there's something like a medical reason that would prevent them to otherwise. Correct, Pamela. I can see that. I think the mom was testing him, asking if he ain't moving too soon. Gotcha. Sydney haven't found her connection because her and Frank are too alike, and he seems like he actually wants to settle down at this point. I thought this meetup was cute. Nothing red flaggish. I appreciated the family being straight up. You mean T? Are you talking about with Dante? That link up? Let me go down and see what else you guys are saying. Whoever they fired that helped produce that last few seasons, they need to hire back. What, they fired them? I was thinking they didn't have the same production due to COVID, so they decided to probably go find some people in that area or something. Based on the production team's performance, I'm not looking forward to the reunion. I'm thinking it's going to be thrown together and not giving. Yikes. That would suck, especially if they leave out, if we don't get those context clues during the reunion. Oh, Phil, here you go. Alternative fact. New York City to DC is $25 mega bus ride. So you want this? So you think this lady mama took a mega bus and she could have drove down? But still, that's hours. What's the time frame? That's what I'm looking at. Damn, the mega bus and the $25, which is cheap, honey. And mega bus will give you cheap, honey. Don't let me give y'all my mega bus story, honey. But anyway, I want to know the time. Like, how long is that ride? That's a whole lot of. Carrie said it was editing because she and Dante knew each other before the show. Thank you for dropping that note. I'm not even introducing a man to my family unless we've been together for months. Okay? Okay? And barely gonna get an introduction to the friends. Dante is a creator of broken names. You can't have that many kids by different women and think nothing is wrong with them. I think this season cast happened to be the ones to show the cracks in the show's system. Okay. Sydney's stepfather gave me creep vibes. Go back and look at his smirk towards Sydney. It was a little sus to me. Then he asked, did you have to kiss all 10? Like, dude. I actually didn't see that. I didn't get that vibe from him. I actually think that may be her sister's dad. Not that that means anything. But I didn't get that vibe. But when he asked, did you have to kiss all 10 dudes? I didn't take it as, why would you ask that? I took it as, for me, a person that doesn't just watch Ready to Love. I watch Love Island and amongst the other shows, Are You Ready or Not? I'm sorry, are you the one? Not Are You Ready or Not, but Are You the One that used to come on MTV? I watch a lot of other shows. And when you see dating shows like this, they do kiss a lot of people. Because I've watched and I've cringed, like, why is y'all kissing on everybody? Right. So I feel like his question was valid for her based on how he may perceive those shows, which is shows that I've watched. I think the show did a bad job of not explaining Dante's background with the baby mother. So I don't blame anyone for judging him off of it. It is a lot of baggage, indefinitely. Truth, especially if, you know, there's a lot of questions that come with that. How are the relationships with the baby mamas? How are the relationships with the children? Are you currently on child support? If so, for how many children? Because should y'all get married and it lapsed, she probably gonna be liable for having to pay that. So there are questions that need answers, in addition to where do these people live? So when it comes to holidays, how does that work? How do you get your children? What's what when you have to see them? How far are you spread to travel? What does that look like? So yeah, a lot comes with that. A lot comes with that. That's a lot of switch it, change it, rearrange it in a person's life that doesn't typically have to deal with that on a regular basis. I know, y'all. I know. Feeling that mega buzz, honey. I can't. Okay, so it's a 4-hour drive from New York to DC. Girl, that is a long time to go sit with somebody. I hope they stayed there for the whole weekend and spent time with her and them children. Make it a bigger thing than just sitting down meeting this man and we don't even know where this is gonna go. Again, if they didn't waste time on Corey, Camille, say it again. Say it again. Yeah, again, if they didn't waste time on Corey, Camille, Cornelius, real connections could have been made. Then there wouldn't be so many self-eliminations. The guys that never even voted for Camille this season was crazy. They spent a lot of time. Child, a mess. On a side note, Rashid and Simone from season 3 are doing good and just celebrated the holidays together. They are, and I have seen that. They are doing very well. Seem like people make connections when they step away from the doggone show and really get to know each other. I hate when grown people call their moms mommy, like Sydney does. That is all. Really? I call my mama mommy sometimes. I do. I be like, well, I don't call her mommy to her face though. I be like, I'm gonna call my mommy. That's what I do, you know. It warms my heart. I don't mind what people call their moms because so many other people wish they could have the opportunity just to say mommy. So it's like whatever floats your boat. Well, Cornelius and Camille look to be going strong. Was it a waste or do we not like Camille? I think we did not like, it's not just Camille. I think it's just the overall situation, the connection between both of them. It seemed like, and it probably isn't Camille. It could be more so Cornelius because it seemed his lack of doing a lot made it seem like she was doing too much, right? And when he was feeling uncomfortable, they never showed him being vocal and telling her what he did not like. It was like he just went along to go along to get along just to stay on the show. And Camille just did the most just period, you know? And she definitely was annoying with all of that. So I don't know if it's that people just don't like her, but I just think it's just the overall situation of how they connected. And it was like he just connected with her by default and just went with that. Yeah, but they could still be doing good, you know. We'll see what's going on for the reunion. We'll see. We'll see. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and move on. Talk about Neuman and Frank. So, Neuman lets Frank meet her family, and I did not know that Frank is it West African? I did not know that. I did not know that until he sat down, you know, and started talking all this stuff. I was like, okay, this is good. This ain't bad. I'm sorry, not Neuman, but Frank may actually fit into the family, right? Because he came right out the gate to let them know, like, hey, we have some type of rapport or something, okay? We have something in common, all right? So there's that. The only thing is I'm the first person in my family to be born here in America. So, yeah. So her, Neuman's uncle asked Frank about where she stands in the lineup or something he asked, right? Frank was honest. He was honest. He was honest. And see, this is what Phil should have took a page to me out of Frank's book and just, you know, be honest. Because I feel like Phil wasn't really giving like no answers or anything. Phil was just like, I got you. Okay. And I feel like that's one of the worst things a dude can do. Like, just keep it honest, okay? Even if Frank, I hate to say it, is an F boy, he probably gonna be a more respected F boy than you. Because he's just being honest. He says, listen, I am, you know, there is somebody else. You know, me and her got a lot of passion with each other, but I am interested in somebody else. So there's that. So her dad tells him to not waste his daughter's time, period. Like the same thing Sydney mama told Phil, if you're a playboy, go head on, okay? Daddy said, if you're looking for an adventure, yes, if you're looking for an adventure, that's the wrong adventure for you. Okay, I'm just gonna let you know right now. You already know how we do over there in Africa, right? Oh, okay, then it ain't changing over here in America. So I'm just letting you know right now, sir. Okay, if you're looking for an adventure, this one here ain't it. So that's the way the daddy was on. Okay, so they all say when he leaves, right? They all say, for the most part, the uncle seemed to be understanding. But for the most part, everybody did not like his answer. And I'm kind of like, how y'all don't like this man answer when he was being honest? But Of course, she had to let him know, like, listen, all is well. That is a part of the process. Okay. You know, I'm on this show. You know how this has to go. It's just the process. Okay. So the dad said, oh, okay. So he was basically being honest. And they were like, yeah, he was being honest. So there's that. Okay. Uncle seemed like he ain't had no issue. Uncle was just like, you know, as long as she happy, I'm happy. It's whatever. My understanding, Sydney and Phil did make it to the end, but no longer together. Okay, I guess we'll see on next week when the finale is, how that all played out. Mumin's dad was everything. Let's see. Mumin dad wasn't here for the bull. He couldn't crack one smile. I was like, yes, dad, yes. Frank is too sexual for Mumin. You think so? I don't see him being too sexual with her. I see that with Sydney though. Excuse me. I see that with Sydney, but I don't really see that with Mumin. But he did say that though. He did say that he has a high SEX drive and stuff. Yeah. We'll see. Cornelius looked like a trap dog when Camille said she's self-eliminating. Phil, Tyrone, Carrie, and Libby just spent New Year's Eve together. Not Tyrone and Carrie. Maybe they needed to step away from the cameras. We'll find out more, honey. I still don't fully see Mumin and Frank working, but it could what? It could short term. Oh, okay. Okay. Frank will choose Sydney, but Mumin is wifey material, in my opinion. Agreed. I can see that. Agreed. Not y'all saying Frank into the white women. Phil says, however, when it comes to Camille and Cornelius, they have found love, and that's the point. My husband calls his mom mommy when referencing her to his brothers. I think it's sweet, and it's usually people that have a deeper bond who do that. Okay. He never expressed when he felt uncomfortable, and she was super controlling and annoying AF regarding Camille and Cornelius. All my mom's kids call my grandma mommy. So much so that everyone else did, and it was the norm. It was like, it was her name, LOL, if that makes sense. Now that makes sense. I call my mom mommy. I'll be 50 in 2 weeks. Actually, I share my birthday with my mommy. Oh, that's what's up. And my youngest daughter. Oh, happy early birthday. That's what's up. I always thought that was so special because I've seen that a few times on TikTok where a mom may have like her two kids would have the same birthday, and I mean like a young mom, and her two kids would have a the same date as her, same birthday as her, and I just thought that was just like so sweet. Like, how do you celebrate that? You know, when you get older, and you know, for anybody that may have had a a mom that may have passed that shared their same birthday, I know that's got to be tough, but still like a probably a good remembrance type of celebration on their birthday. But yeah, I thought that was special. I always wondered if they had a super special bond though, right? Since they're all born on the same day, same zodiac signs, they probably really get each other more than anybody. So yeah, that's what's up. They need tips from Rashid and Simone from season 3. Houston, they still together. I follow their YouTube. Yeah, you know what I think did? You know what I think it is? I think they really had a friendship. I think they really just got to know each other and just had like a friendship, and they just went with that. And through their friendship, they just realized how much they probably had in common and how much they really liked each other. And then it just grew from there. So shout out to them. I follow Frank. And in his stories, he was with a white girl at a game. Ooh, he was filming her opening her mouth super wide to eat a hot dog. So there's that. Yikes. Yikes, Frank. Not filming this woman putting a hot dog in her mouth. What in the Dennis McKinley? My sister's birthday is the day after mine. She steals my shine every year. Oh, I'm sorry, not steal the shine every year. Oh, you say it's hard celebrating 3 generations in the same day? I'm sorry. All right, y'all. Okay, let's go ahead and move on. My oldest daughter called me mommy. She's 33, but my 27 calls me ma. Okay. Okay. I have the same birthday with my father, and my parents got married on the same day. Oh, that's what's up. So are you not are you a Taurus? Or are you, since you're on the 21st, or are you like a, what comes after Taurus? Is it Gemini? I love your reviews. They inspire me on my channel. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep being consistent. It may take some time, like it took me to be consistent, but you know, once you find your groove, just hang into that. Keep it up. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and move on. All right. Let's talk about Phil and Shiloh, because they go to meet nephew Tommy. Right. So at first I'm like, girl, what did happen? Why are we coming over here? Okay. At first I'm like, we finna meet with a therapist. What's going on? Child, we meet with nephew Tommy, which I felt like, for what? For what? Why we meet with this man? Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all why. But anyway, so Shiloh and Phil got into it at a bar the other night. Okay, because basically what ended up happening was this. Back when they was at the house or wherever it was, when they was doing a retreat or something like that, she was trying to let him know, like, listen, you're it for me. Like, I want to pursue this. I want to hone in on this. I'm liking the chemistry. I'm liking the energy. Let's see where we can go. Right. So then he says, oh, and then gives her a peck on the lips. Now, honestly, in that moment, she didn't understand what the is this. I feel like she just was like, she got the kiss, but I feel like in that moment, she knew, like, okay, what are you gonna say? Like, you're not gonna say anything. She knew that in that moment that she wasn't getting the answer that she wanted. But either way, he kissed her lips, whatever. I guess that was enough to smooth it over. So she was happy. She was ready to peace out. Okay. On her ride home is when she started to really think about it. I'm like, girl, you know, you was thinking about it that day, sitting down at that table. Okay. But she said she thought about it like, you know what? I don't think he really hurt me. I don't think he really gave me his true thoughts about it. Like, he really gave me nothing. So she waited until they go out to a bar. Why you ain't asked him that on the phone? She waited until they went out to a bar. And based on the time of day that it was when they got into the argument, it was like 4 something in the morning. So that means to me, she was just having a good time, dancing and everything, vibing, enjoying this man, seeing this man being more and more a part of her world. And so therefore she asked the question like, yo, you never told me how you felt though. I'm trying to see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Is it double or nothing like what we doing? And he was like, chill, hold what you got. I got you. I'm sorry, that would have pissed me off a bit too. Because now I feel like you need to be like making a decision, like let me know something. I definitely would have felt the way about it. Okay. However, I still feel like the fact that she had to ask him again, you already knew the answer. You already knew what was going on. You already had your answer a long time ago. And that's probably really why she really got pissed off, was the fact that he said, when he told her, I got you. It's the fact that she already knew, and it was also being confirmed yet again when he said, I got you. So then she just really got upset. They got into an argument in front of everybody. And what ended up, I think people were starting to leave or whatever. Got into the argument. She decided she finna storm off and walk off. Right? And she just wanted some time to herself. She didn't want him to grab her or say anything. And I just feel a little bit like, I feel like both of them are kind of like at fault. It's not really like just one person. Yeah, Phil, you was wrong. But also you, Miss Shiloh, it's like you're the intimacy coach. You don't know how to maintain or manage your emotions a bit more so that you can get back to the car and go home about your business and not talk to him. It kind of did seem like you were giving temper tantrum because you weren't getting what you want. But also it could have been that she's just really upset. And I know how I can be sometimes when I'm mad and I'm pissed off. Don't talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Don't touch me. Like, give me a second and I'm good. I'm coming. Give me a second. I need me. Right? So I understand that part of it too. I feel like he didn't have to grab her up, because that's what she ended up telling. If you tell me, like, he grabbed me and then tried to put me back into the car. So I feel like when he grabbed her, like just chill. Like he also was leading with him wanting what he wanted. He said that he was trying to protect her and stuff like that. But I feel like protecting her doesn't have to be you grabbing her. Protecting could have been you actually sitting in the BS, because the BS was that you was not keeping it authentic with her. You were saying, I got you, I got you, I got you, instead of saying, you know, I'm still interested in Sydney. I haven't fully made my decision. I'm thoroughly enjoying you. This is, you know, really difficult. Instead of saying like, I got you, I got you. But then I'm starting to wonder, y'all, I'm on a tangent now, girl. Was he saying, I got you now because you bring it up too much or something? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But I just felt like it was like some shared, like, y'all both was wrong. Like, why is you, if you know it's like 4, 5 in the morning, even though the sun gonna pop up probably at like 6 or 7, girl, why is you walking towards the alley, or you walking down the street and you causing even more of a scene? Like, why? Just like, hey, get in the car. So I just feel like he didn't have to like grab on her, because also I feel like he needs to understand him being a black man too. While you sitting up there talking about something, he's saying, oh, what do you say? You know, it's the middle of the night. I don't want to be on this road. I want to make sure she's okay. So I was just, you know, I was going in protection mode. I was this and that. Yeah, but what does it look like to other people as a black man? You grabbing this woman up and you trying to put her into the car. That's not a good look, especially if the police was out there. So then you're jeopardizing yourself. So you got to think as well. But you being the intimacy coach, Miss Girl, like you don't know how to like calm or manage, and maybe that was her way, right? Maybe that was her way of trying to manage herself, which was by walking off. Maybe that's how she does things. And you know, I don't know. I feel like he shouldn't have touched her, but at the same time, I felt like, girl, you already knew your answer back at the retreat. Why you over here being mad and doing too much? That's why nephew Tommy was like, girl, was y'all drinking? She was like, yeah, we've drunk. Yeah, we drunk before then or something like that. So maybe the alcohol that was in the system could have heightened how she was feeling in that moment or something. Let me see what y'all are saying. Did they come in the same car together? I think he scooped her up to stop her from walking further into that alley. I thought it was that, and because she said that he picked her up and tried to put her in a car or something like that. So I would think that they probably did ride there together. But that's still a good question. If you've been to DC, going down a dark alley at 3 or 4 in the morning is not smart or safe. Oh, and see, for you to say this, Kay, now I'm really looking, because when I hear the term coach behind something, I'm sorry, I'm gonna expect a level of awareness or something. And for her to be from DC, it would make me think you should know this. So that means that you did this purposely and intentionally for him to come after you, but your expectation wasn't for him to grab you in the manner that he did. And I'm not saying that he was right, but at the same time, ma'am, where are you going? He had he left her, he would still be wrong. Her making it more than what it was to save face. Girl, save face for the fact that he was gonna choose somebody else. And I mean, I would have let him. I would have just let. I'm like, don't worry about it, babe. I'm an Uber, because if you got to choose between me and them, just go ahead and choose them. I'm finna scoot. I'm a scoot, baby. Let me scoot. Phil shouldn't pick her up, but we know the history of him being a protector to all the women on the show. True, I forgot about that. He definitely has done that. And she didn't care when he picked her up in the kitchen counter the other day. Girl, stop it. Yeah, they both at fault. Shiloh was more upset that he didn't choose her. Yeah, and she was really upset about the process not going how she thought it was going to go. Right? And I feel like I'm not saying she shouldn't be upset, but when you sit up there and you say that, no, I don't think he meant to hurt me, and then you turn around and say, when he's talking to you, yeah, I think you did try to hurt me, you know, emotionally. And it's like, girl, that was a physical thing, not like you're upset about the physical act. So how was he trying to hurt you emotionally? You got your feelings hurt because you're a part of this process, and the process not going how you wanted to go. So then now you're trying to make it a bigger situation than what it is. But at the same time, you're the one that's an intimacy coach. So if anybody is more in tune with their feelings than others, I would expect it to be you. But I know y'all gonna correct me if y'all think I'm wrong anyway, because it's just how y'all is, honey. But let's keep going. Yeah, I think I read it. Yeah. Okay, so he may have been wrong, but she is more wrong. She knows that man wasn't trying to hurt her. Nephew told me, said y'all should have stayed. He said y'all should have stayed y'all asses at home. And then he tried to clean it up. So y'all should have stayed. Then he cleaned it up. So y'all should have stayed y'all butts at home. Girl, let me tell y'all. Nephew told me as soon as they put the camera on him for real, I was chuckling. Because nephew told me if y'all paid attention, this had to be early in the morning. Nephew told me to have on a liquor makeup, because they touch up the guys' faces and stuff. Nephew told me look like he just fresh out the house, out the hotel, whatever, done washed his face and everything. I can't even get ready for what I gotta do later today. I gotta come up here and sit up here and meet with y'all. Okay, girl, that is just too funny to me. Hearing this story, tell me y'all should have stayed y'all at home. I'm gonna feel say, yeah. I wish I would have. Nah, I wish I would have never went out. Nah. I bet you did. Shiloh made it a whole incident. I don't like her. Okay. And I see you eating that he was trying to harm her. If you want to leave a situation, get in an Uber and go home. She made him look like the bad guy. I feel like not 100% made him look like the bad guy. Not 100%. Because we looking at her sideways too. Like, girl. Excuse me, give me 1 second. Let me go down to the bottom. Thanks so much for the super chat, Phil. Picking an angry woman up is dangerous. Shiloh didn't want to be touched. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. I understand your point, Phil. I understand your point. From a woman that gets upset. If I say leave me alone, that's what I mean. I think that he should have been more aware as well because of how it looks, right? You this big black man picking up this black woman and how it's looking to everybody else, especially if the cops or somebody wanted to call cops or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You would have automatically been in the wrong. So he should have been looking at that to like, number one, protect himself as well. He could have just walked with her and not say anything. And that probably would have meant a lot too if he would have said, well, I'm just gonna walk with you. I'm not gonna say nothing, but I'm here. But at the same time, it is a bit much of her because she was doing too much. You know what I'm saying? So the scale is like this for me, bro. The scale is tipping. The scale is tipping. They both was like, girl, you that mad? You that mad that you about to walk into an alley, a dark alley? And if he would have left you, then you would have been what? Mad? What would have happened if he would have left? I'm not going to deal with any man that's going to leave me, just leave me when I'm upset as I walk down this dark alley. Like, I don't know what all to, child, they both need to reevaluate. They both have some work to do. Shiloh got pissed when his mind games was stronger than hers. She tried to manipulate him into this move at my pace, and he refused, and he cracked her face. Yikes. Hey, y'all, Jamie girl, I don't send the DM about Dante because it wasn't no live source. Oh, okay, I got you. That's cool. It's all good. I think the questions were more about Sydney and his other connections. Ooh, okay. Phil should have never touched her after she was upset. Don't touch a woman in an aggressive manner. It's like Zadia left the premises and then talked to herself talking about what? Oh, it's like when Zadia, who left the premises and then talked to herself talking about, nah, he tried to play me and went back to cuss out Dante. Shiloh, just leave it alone. The man don't like you. I don't believe for a second she believed he wanted to hurt her emotionally. She was trying to save face when she said, you could have followed me. I was done. At 4 a.m, no. No. Child. Shiloh was using that liquid courage when approached the question, shaking my head, wrong road, wrong time, wrong place. She walked her drunk self down the alley at 4 a.m. in DC. How is that safe? He was not wrong. Okay. Okay. That would have pissed me off, but his answer would have automatically let me know what was up. Correct. And that's the other thing. So when it gets to her being super upset, and I've already said this, it's her being an intimacy coach for me and her being in tune. She really, I mean, maybe I'm putting too much expectations on her, but I'm like, I would have expected her to start at a mile away the moment he said what he said. It's no point in, getting upset about it, arguing about it. You already knew this answer. And you should be more in tune with it. Like, okay, bet, got you, noted. And that also lets me know, some part of me makes me feel like Shiloh doesn't handle situations very well as much as I would expect her to. Because sometimes it's not gonna be a let me walk up. Like if I'm upset, if I'm at a club and I done got mad with a guy or something like that, the person I'm with, I'm not walking no fucking where. You know what I'm saying? In all honesty, that's a whole nother story time when I went to the Bahamas with this guy. And long story short, just know the ride from, where did we come from? I think it was Mobile or something, from Mobile to Macon, Georgia, I think, back over here to Atlanta. I can't remember. What I do know for a fact, because I know we rode his family, and then from Macon to Atlanta, however long that ride is, my mouth was like this. I didn't say a mother word. So if you got me to where I need to go, you're gonna get me back home to where you got me from. And I'm not saying, and guess what? Since that day, this is so funny to me, because the moment I got dropped off to my car, my mouth has still been like this. I have nothing to say. Okay, so once I know it for what it is, it's nothing to say. And my situation was nothing like that. He just pissed me off, and then I just got mad and I just held on to it. But anyway, okay, I just feel like with her, she should have been able to follow suit with her being who she says she is, your coach, girl. So if he piss you off, it's like, noted. Okay, appreciate it. I appreciate your honesty. Thank you so much. That's it. I ain't got nothing else to say. You ready to go? Mm-hmm. Everything would have been a head nod. You have a good night. Mm-hmm. Okay. Everything would have been a head nod. She walking down the alley being upset and yelling. Girl, cut it out. Cut it out, Miss Shiloh. Miss Coach. You probably provoked him like Zadia did Dante. Dante knew how. Oh, she probably provoked him like Zadia did Dante. I don't know. I'm not following no grown drunk fool. I'm not following no drunk fool down an alley. That's childish AF to be doing that at the age of 34 or 43, however old she really is. Grow up, Miss Intimacy Coach. Girl, you wrong for that 43. Because it's giving anyone who disagrees with the way Phil handled that situation is not an adult and has never been in tough situations where you have to choose the lesser of two evils. I'm an adult. I don't fully agree with how he handled that situation, because he got to look at that for himself. You know what I'm saying? Because if I see that walking down the street and I'm like, what is he doing? He grabbing this lady, like, what is that? You know what I'm saying? You just don't know how that may look to somebody else, and that could result in him getting himself in deeper trouble when it's really hot. Okay. I don't think that it is that a person isn't an adult. I just see it as a person have a different, perspective on the situation. That's just their thoughts about it. That's just how they feel. All right, Jamie, you have to know how to disengage. Shiloh should have learned that in her intimacy coach classes. Right. What a mess of a season. Messy situation, but Shiloh should have gracefully backed out when Phil didn't choose her and just gave her that peck. I feel like she should have also had better timing with where she asked the question, because I'm sure like somebody asked about the alcohol, that probably had a lot to do with why she responded the way that she did, child. I don't know. Okay. It could have not. Maybe she didn't have a lot. I know Phil said he only had a shot, so maybe she didn't have as much either. Maybe she just had a little something. I don't know. What Phil did to Shiloh, what she did to Tyrone. Remember, she wanted to go through the process. Mm, 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 mm. Shiloh should have held in to Tyrone. Mm-mm. He had to hold on. Had he let her walk into the alley and something would have happened to her, then folk would be like, why didn't he stop her? I mean, yeah, that's true. They would have been like, you ain't go grab, why you ain't grab? You should have grabbed her up. Da, 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 da. He followed her is all he should have done. This is Phil says followed her. That's all he should have did was just follow her. Do you think they slept together and that's why she's responding like this? Listen, I've been wondering that for real, wholeheartedly. I don't know if that's indeed true, but the actions definitely to me, and I can only speak from, my side of the end, or like, things that I've watched or whatever, or experienced or whatever, is giving that they did. Like I'm not used to seeing people do the most like that for somebody they have not crossed the line with. Now, granted, I mean, like that's what it seems like to me. But sometimes people's cross the line could be something different. Like, I don't know, they cross whatever comfortability, or however you say it, line. They've crossed whatever comfort line that exists for them. Something didn't went down for her to respond and act the way that she did. But then also at the same time, y'all, we have to give credit to how she feel in a sense, because he wasn't being honest. Period. He still wasn't being, 100% honest with her. Phil's intentions may have been honorable, but that doesn't matter. Do not put your hands on anyone, period. I am a defense attorney. As many cases start like this. Yes, Jalanga. I was thinking the same exact thing. I don't know who comment it was, but I don't know who comment it was, but it definitely had me thinking the same thing, because what was coming in my head was, you don't know what kind of woman you're really dealing with. And I know somebody right now going through a situation like this, actually two people, but anyway, you don't know what type of woman you're dealing with that would want to try and get back at you or something like that, and she'll file some type of aggravated assault charges on you. Okay, so yeah, you just never know, or some type of, battery or whatever. You just never know. You gotta be mindful with this stuff. So if you can restrain and not put your hands on them, try not to. And sometimes people want you to show up and be there for them and just like be there. You don't have to like physically do anything, just like be there. But okay, I don't know about walking down this alley, girl. Okay, where was the car at? Could he have pulled a car around to the alley or something? I don't know. Yeah, but y'all got to remember, nobody on the show has coupled up. And I feel like Shiloh had a right to ask where she stands with Phil. True. Maybe not at the club drunk, though. True. True. Let me go back to Ria's comment. I'm sorry, but if we're dealing with facts and what actually happened, but not the ifs, Phil acted the best he could have. Why would you follow someone into a dark alley? Self-preservation. Is it? Okay. He could have called an Uber quickly, and when he got there, paid the tab. And at that time, tell her your Uber is here and I'm going home. And he did his part. Okay, y'all got a lot of comments about this. I'm a whole social worker in DC. The police will lock you up. Many men are in trouble trying to be good boys. Very true. Very, very true. Then emotionally immature people should not be on ready to love. And that's the gag, Rio, right? Excuse me. That's the gag, right? Because I feel like when we say emotionally immature people should not be on there, this is how I feel like they be slipping through, because she a whole intimacy coach. So for me, I'm looking, because I feel like out of the both of them, I feel like she was the emotionally immature one to want to walk down the alley, right? But it's like we be talking about psych tests and everybody like, oh, they need to get some type of psych test and stuff. But then when people present their credentials like this, it's kind of hard to think that they not, you know what I'm saying? Or that they're gonna act or respond like this. So that's kind of how they be sliding. See, he didn't have to tell her the whole truth. They are on a game show. He's allowed to play it out. She wasn't entitled to a full answer. I feel like she was, but then, like, I mean, it still wasn't gonna be the answer she wanted, though, right, Raven? It wasn't gonna be a yes, I'm choosing you, but it was gonna be, I'm still seeing Sydney. Like, just say that instead of saying, I got you, I hear you. Be stern and I have yet to make my decision. I'm flattered. See, he didn't even give her any. That's the thing. He gave her nothing. He gave her nothing. He left it to her imagination for the most part, even though, that's all you need to figure out your answer sometimes. But I feel like he could have told her, I still haven't made a final decision because I'm still seeing Sydney and I really want to, commit to the full process and whatever. He could have at least told her that, but he didn't. Right. But I feel like she's been doing a lot of talking to him too. So it's like, girl, you should figure out, you should know who you're talking to by now. Phil needs to take a page out of Frank's book. Phil is just as immature as she is, hanging out until the wee hours with someone he doesn't want. Girl. Well, excuse me. That is true. Right, Betty Jean. Right, Betty Jean. Again, just Jonda with the facts. Purposefully stringing her along. Ooh, child. I don't think Shiloh knew Phil and Sydney were dating until after the retreat. I wonder. That's what I've been wondering that. I would think that she would know, but they did kind of connect later, right? Much later. So, I don't know. I want that question to be asked at the reunion though, because I would think they have a group text. The ladies link up, they talk. So it's like, how could she not know something? Maybe she knew they were talking, but she didn't know that the connection was as strong since she was there from the beginning. The show is a game. It penalizes cast members who are actually there for love and folks who makes connections too soon. Shiloh should know this. She eliminated the only guy who wanted her. And who was that? Tyrone? Was it Tyrone? True, Esty. That's true. You don't know exactly what he told her. He just didn't tell her what she wanted to hear. Well, what she said he told her was, I got you. If I'm going out, I want someone like Phil around. He would truly protect you when you need it. If I'm drunk and trying to walk down the alley, please put me in the car. Okay. I just thought about something. So she's from DC, right? Maybe she knew the alley she was walking down and she knew it was safe down that alley. Okay, that's something for y'all to think about. Yeah, I'm not from DC, and I'm telling you right now, it ain't a single alley here in Atlanta I'm trying to go down. Not really. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Remember about editing, he could have said a lot more we didn't see. Shiloh is a manipulator. She knows how to play people to not be seen as the problem person. She didn't get what she wanted. Okay, then. Let me see what else I got over here so I can let y'all go enjoy y'all Sunday. Let me see what else we got. Oh, I was talking about Nephew Tommy. I didn't understand the point. So Nephew Tommy said that he assessed the situation from both sides, right? Then he sat up there and said that he feels like feelings or whatever is still there and they should give love another chance or something like that. So just wait and see what can happen before they make any decisions. And I was just kind of like, what was the point of y'all coming to see nephew Tommy? Because when Shiloh came there and said she was ready to hear Phil talk, I was glad nephew asked her, like, wait a minute, what is we even here for? What he talking for when the people don't even know what's going on? But at the same time, it was like, why did y'all even come to sit in front of him if it wasn't going to be he speak his side and apologize, she speak her side and apologize? Like, why? I guess y'all just came to clue him in on what was happening. But okay. Sydney lets Frank come over to meet her sister. Frank speaks on dating another woman in the process and then tells Sydney how he enjoys her and wants to enjoy their time together for a long time. And I said, well, you can't do that for a long time because you know you're gonna have to make a decision soon, sir. So Sydney is like, are you telling her the same thing? He says, listen, I'm enjoying you mean, but I'm having a hard time making a decision. I feel like that was honest, guys. I feel like that was honest. Hey, D. Welcome to the channel. Didn't someone from last season say they're not supposed to go out without production present? Maybe this is why. Safety. I did not know that. I did not know that. I thought they could link up outside of production. I did not know that. Right. Y'all should have been at home. Should have been at home at 4 a.m. I'm trying to figure out what day of the week was that. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, I feel like Neuman was being honest. Sarah says that she see them as friends, though, so it really don't even matter. That's what her sister say. I don't see y'all being together. Sabrina and Walter, excuse me, I don't want them together, but it seems like they're going to be together. He meets her friend. All went well. He was asked about him liking younger women. She not being younger. The wig she had on in the confessional, trash. Terrible. Horrible blonde. Absolutely not. I'm not going to do it. You shouldn't have done it either. No, ma'am. But anyway, okay, so he tells her because he's a widower, had his wife not died, she would have been the same age as her. So what he said, she would have been the same age as his wife. So he'll be looking at that anyway, or some stuff this man saying. I'm like, I guess, Walter, if that's okay with you. Sabrina was flattered by what it is that he had to say. So I guess I just feel like, girl, he gonna probably go out there and find him a young thing. You know, that's just Walter MO. Walter is unable to commit, period. That's just what it is, okay? He's done it before his wife, only married his wife to, you know, because he was about to lose her, and then he got right back, unfortunately, after she passed to who he was, girl, and he's still that person. It is what it is, ma'am. Let's keep going. The ladies link up with nephew Tommy. Sabrina speaks on her cousin meeting Walter and liking him. Neuman speaks on Frank and how her family gave him a thumbs up. Aisha speaks on Dante and how it went well with her family. Sydney tells them about Phil and how her mom chose one of the guys, but she ain't gonna say which one. And I already know she chose Phil. Okay. So then Shiloh tells everyone that she didn't feel comfortable with him meeting her family anymore. Okay, so she tells the ladies about the incident between her and Phil, and she lets them know about him grabbing her up when she didn't want that, and how he just pretty much disregarded her feelings in the moment. And yeah, so then Sydney was asked, like, have you ever experienced that side of him? She says, no, never. Oh my God, whatever she's saying about him doesn't even come off as the type of person that I know him to be. And da, 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 da. Now, Sydney, I will say this. I understand that you have not seen that side of him or that part of him, but it doesn't mean that that can't be who he shows himself to be at a later time. But Sydney wants to have this conversation with him, as I think she should. She asked Shiloh if it's okay if she brings it up to Phil. The girl says yes. She was like, have at it, have all the conversations that you want. And I think, yeah, you should ask him about it so you can get clarity and get understanding. You got her perspective. Now it's only fair to get his perspective as well. So there's that. Later on, we see where Shiloh invited Phil out to talk, right? He says that he's been trying to get in touch with her, and she says that she hasn't been ready to talk. She speaks on him touching her, and she says something about her having marks on her body to prove it, or whatever, or to be reminded of it. And she says, you don't know what I've been through that would make me not want to be wanted. And I'm like, well, why are y'all spending want to be touched? Then why y'all spending all this time hanging out at the bars and doing all this extra stuff? And this is the person that you're choosing and you want to move forward with, but you haven't opened up about that part, but you're an intimacy coach. Why you haven't talked to him about just that in general? Because I feel like had you been open and y'all really was having more than surface conversations, that's just me. Y'all let me know. I know y'all gonna do that anyway because it's just how y'all is, okay? I feel like if y'all have been talking like you say y'all been talking and it's been more than just what's been on the surface, he would at least have known that. So for you to come and just have all this, you don't know what I was going through that made me want to not be touched. And okay, you could have just told me, you know what I'm saying? But I did not like the apology he gave her though. The apology was like, hey, I'm sorry. Like it was like one, it was giving one of those. So, and then he looked at the ground when he said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, bitch, shut up. I said I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hurt your mother. I don't know how to hold time nobody. I don't know how to hold time nobody. That's what it was giving. Okay, that's what it was giving, and I ain't really like his apology. It couldn't have been like, listen, I did not know that. I was not made aware. I apologize. You know, my intentions were only, however, okay, I'm always making up apologies for people. Okay, he could have said it better, all right? But it was definitely giving, I'm sorry. I don't know how to hold tie nobody, period. Anyway, let's keep going. So, yeah. So he said, do you think that I was trying to hurt you? And she says, yeah. He was like, really? She was like, emotionally, yes. I don't think, not in that moment, because right now you're upset about the grab and the touch because you were mad. But I don't think that the emotional part was connected to that. But okay. Anyway, what else? Oh yeah, that's all I said. I just said, like, you know, at the end of the day, I still feel like Phil could have kept it a buck with her, even though she kind of already knew what it was. She tells him that she still isn't over it and she doesn't know where they're gonna go from here. Okay, Deborah Cox. She says that Phil apologized. I told y'all how I felt about the apology. And then later on, we see where Shiloh meets up with Tommy. We already knew what was coming, okay? Miss Shiloh girl decided that she didn't want to do this anymore. She didn't want to be the reason why. So she decided that she's going to go ahead and self-eliminate herself, okay? She didn't want to be here for that. Phil was so over it, he wasn't going to give a good apology. He was over it. Phil is a poor communicator and seems to mostly go surface level. And I feel like guys do that with women they're not 100% interested in. I think they may like aspects of you, but if you're the one for real, like if you meet their list or whatever it is, yeah, it sucks though. Thanks so much, Judge Jonda, for the super chat. The next season will be in DC as well. They were taping when this one started airing. Hope they don't bring them back any. Me too. Don't bring back none of them. Don't bring back none of them. Not a single one. Thanks for the super chat. The streets are saying that sadly, yeah, that's what Judge Jonda just said, that they're coming back. Side note, I sent you a DM on IG about, okay, perfect. Thank you. It's Omar, right? Because you done changed your name to a different hashtag. I'm gonna check it. Thank you. You can also drop it in the Discord as well, guys. So my link and everything down below for the Discord is down below. So you know, I gotta do better with giving you guys my posts and things like that. But anything on the blogs and stuff y'all want to drop over there and we chit chat about, we could do that as well prior to me, you know, doing a video about it. Shiloh and Phil probably has. That's what I'm wondering. Phil was so over it. He wasn't going to get, I think I read that one. Last episode, Shiloh finally called Tyrone to reconcile. But Tyrone replied, you want my love and you can't deny it. You know it's true, but you try to hide. What? Not called him to reconcile. It was interesting seeing Phil in the hot seat this week after grilling Zadia. She went totally left. Phil's apology was trash. Just say sorry. No if or buts. Apologize and move on. I hate that she is trying to make Phil a villain. So wrong on so many levels. The bruises from previous experiences has nothing to do with Phil. Thank you. Shiloh was putting too much responsibility on Phil to understand what he could not be aware of. It was so weird. Like, I don't understand. Phil felt that he was right and therefore was not sincere in his apology. And there's that. Okay. All right, y'all. Not where is not ready to love when you need it. Hilarious. Y'all, it's funny, honey. Funny. Thank you so much, Pam, for the super chat. Production is the bigger problem, and vetting the cast as opposed to the location. And I'm concerned a little bit now, y'all, because if they started to film in DC while this one was airing, did they even have time to get the next one right? Or are we going to be dealing with more of what we just came from this particular season? So if they didn't get it right in the second DC, maybe they'll get it right in the next one. It's lessons to pay attention to what people tell you. His ex said he don't communicate. Oh, you know what? She did say that. I don't like that. I agree. And when she brought up bruises, I was like, what? And then she says emotionally. Yikes. They only put out a casting call for women. Men are chosen from IG and publicists. Okay, I guess. It's the production and the cast pickies. Last season, y'all complained as well. That's what When in Rome says. They say it's not DC that's the problem. It's the production and the cast pickings. Jay, I don't recall a whole lot of complaining last season, like it's been about this season. Jay, I spoke to a publicist who reps several of the cast members from this season back on October. She told me they were already taping. Well, we can only hope for the best, guys. We can only hope for the best in the coming season. We shall see. But that's about all that I got. I'm going to read a few more comments and then we're going to go ahead and head out so I can work on some other stuff. The production is picking their fraternal right. Picking their frat brothers. It's all out on the blogs and with pics. Exactly. I don't need to see no more Kappas on this show. Nephew Tammy. Nobody who wants to be respected after this show will do it. Notice for DC, you have no lawyers, doctors, government workers, police, fire, or rescue, etc. Right. I mean, I feel like what's his name? Cornelius. I think he was like a firefighter or something, right? The show is cheap AF and don't get enough clearings. The dates be cheap and never show what makes each city special. Well, let me say this and ask y'all this. Are y'all gonna be tuned in for Ladies Who List Atlanta? I think it may give us a little bit of Selling Tampa on Netflix. If you haven't watched Selling Tampa, be sure to check out Selling Tampa on Netflix and then check out my reviews over here on YouTube because it's definitely good. And the finale of Ready to Love, I believe, comes on next week. But I also believe, or this week, maybe at the end of this week. And then I think once that goes off, Ladies Who List may be coming on like right after that. So I think it comes on this Friday or Saturday, one of the two. But I'm definitely going to be checking it out. No, I'm not gonna do a review of the movie. Omar, I'm not gonna do a review of the movie. You play Cornelius, dude is a hoe. Oh, he's an electrical engineer. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. I thought he was. Oops. Okay, so y'all will be tuned in. Okay. I wasn't a fan of Selling Tampa, but Tampa is beautiful. I believe it. Selling Tampa is interesting. Love the approach. Okay. They need to hire Sigmas. Love the Smarties. You want more Sigmas on the show? More Sigmas, more Zetas on the show? People in the DMV ain't willing to risk their clearances. Somebody told me Bell Collective they're working on Bell Collective now. That's what one of y'all said. But you know, we ain't get no official. We like to get officials too to confirm. But somebody said, Carlos said on a video or something that they were working on Bill Collective. I can't believe there's a finale, and I feel like we didn't see. I'm with you, Fedora. I wanted to see more of Aisha and Dante's journey. Girl, it looks like we're going to have to go to YouTube and look at the clips in order to see the journey and piece it together for ourselves. Right. But that's all I got, you guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, just be on the lookout for more content, more videos. On your way out, don't forget to hit that like button. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at jamithatsme, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.